All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Peaked in Middle School. My name is Narwhal.
My name is Kyle.
Kyle, how we doing today?
Good. Are we ever going to change how we start this?
Maybe. I don't know what else to say. It's kind of like built into me at this point.
Yeah.
How else could we start it?
Hey, what's up?
Hey.
I'm John. I'm here with Kyle. Hi.
Hi, I'm Kyle, but just kidding. I'm John. We did that to trick you guys.
We did.
Yeah, see
well,
that?
We did that backwards. No, but I mean, like, you were saying that instead of me.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Maybe
We'll figure it out.
maybe for episode 101, when you guys...
New season.
We've already recorded episode 100. It's just sitting there ready for you guys to devour it when it comes out. I'm pretty excited.
It's pretty devourable.
It is.
I would say.
You can devour it in one sitting. You might be kind of full by the end.
You might need 2 sittings, though.
Yeah. When you listen
You could, like, devour me for a sitting and then devour John for... It'll make sense when you see it.
Yeah. When you listen to podcasts, will you, like, split it? Will you listen to half a podcast and then go do something and then come back to it later?
Well, I usually listen to them when I'm going to bed, so... If I fall asleep before it's over, like, I'll come back to it.
So, but you will finish it. It's not like if you stop it, you'll just, like, ignore it and go do something.
I don't know. I have so many different podcasts I listen to that sometimes I'll just not be able to finish it, and then something else new comes out. And
yeah. But do you have a podcast that you'll listen to no matter what every episode? Or no? You're not, like, die hard for any of them?
Probably, like, one. Probably just part of my take.
Okay.
I listen, like, every episode.
Your main sports one.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, Kyle, I got AirPods. We talked about it last week.
Yeah, how's that experience
I
going
wanted
so
to
far?
give my comprehensive review.
Okay.
I like them. Now, do I love them? No, I don't love them.
Why don't you love them?
They hurt my ears.
Oh,
after a while.
I hate those headphones. They hurt your ear. Like, just Apple headphones in general. They hurt your ears.
Like, I don't mind in-ear headphones, but the ones I've used for the last few years have, like, these little, like, rubber cushiony thingies on the end.
Oh.
So when you put them in,
you got to build
like
the calluses.
They kind of, they like suction to your ear, and I'm used to like the softness, but now I just got like the hard stuff, and they actually
you're not calloused.
After a couple hours, they get kind of sore, and also they always feel like they're gonna fall out. Have you noticed that with Apple headphones? I don't know if it's just the shape of my ear. They never actually fall out, but they always feel like they're gonna fall out.
Well, I noticed with the old ones where. Because the new ones, the sound comes out of the side of it, and you put it sideways kind of in your ear. But the old ones, if you remember, it's on the fat part is where the music came out of. So you had to turn it it had to, like, stretch your ear big time. Those ones always felt like they were going to fall out.
You mean the ones that, like, were just a big circle?
Yeah.
Like the really old ones.
Yeah, and, like, the circle was like that, and you had to stick that in your ear.
Yeah, that one doesn't fit very well.
I hated those.
Yeah, but even these new ones, I mean, listen, it doesn't bother me that much. I like them. I will say I feel very free having just no cords at all.
All right. I agree.
But it's even, I think it's better than even the ones that have the cord that go behind your neck.
Have you even worn those before?
Yeah. I've used shims quite a bit, and like they're okay, but I like these.
Okay.
Now listen.
How much were they?
$140. Or $114. There's a 1 and a 4, I think.
That's so overpriced.
Yeah.
Mine were probably $20. No. Actually, Jordan got me some for free.
Yeah.
So, $0.
But I will say the battery lasts like a really long time compared to like from what I've heard, like other Bluetooth ones. I don't know how long, but I like them. I think they're pretty good. And the way I justified spending the money on them, like my parents are like, "Well, that's a lot of money." And I was like, "It is." But I always buy like the $15 really shitty like plug-in headphones, and I've done that, and they break. Like I buy a new one like every other month, and so I'm like, if I just keep buying these for $15 and they last me like a month and a half, I've already spent like $200 on those over the last like 2 years.
But how do you justify buying that over the other Bluetooth headphones that are probably at least half the price?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It just. I don't have any reasoning. I just wanted to get those.
Okay.
But yeah.
Did you feel douchey?
No, I actually don't feel douchey. What?
No, I mean, I haven't seen you with them on, so I can't.
Yeah.
I need like.
Shim wore his AirPods yesterday when I worked out with him, and so we were like AirPodding it up together.
Two guys AirPodding.
AirPodding together, man.
That's interesting. Okay.
I was looking around the gym. There's like, I'd say like 30% of the gym was AirPodding it up.
Okay.
So, like, it's hard to feel douchey if you're surrounded by douches, you know?
I mean, Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, like if you're surrounded by other douches, you're not gonna think of how douchey you are. I think of
You don't want to stand out as a douche, but you can blend in as a douche with other douches.
Well, and just the mindset of a douche. The stereotypical douche doesn't think that they're a douche. So if I'm aware,
I don't know. There's some that know and they don't care.
Okay, but if I'm aware that I'm acting like a douche, but I don't, no. If I'm aware that I could potentially look like a douche, but I'm avoiding acting and sounding like a douche.
So you're like borderline, but you're not going to go there.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
You following me?
Yeah, as long as you don't start acting like one. If you look like one and you just don't give off the vibe.
Yeah, that's the big thing.
Yeah. So like what would you do to just full on accept it? Like how would you act?
What do you mean? Like if I wanted to be the AirPod douche?
Yeah.
I'd probably like wear more Gymshark clothes.
Put a bunch of weight on and then start strutting around.
You kind of walk different.
Yeah.
You get your shoulders more into it. I think I'd grunt more. Like I grunt a little bit.
A lot of eye contact with other people at the gym.
Yeah, I'd talk to a lot of people at the gym, even if I can tell they don't want to talk to me.
Yeah. Okay.
Dude, there's these people at the gym that like literally know everybody there. Like, how do you know everyone? They just go talk to everybody. Like,
do they talk to you?
Yeah, like it'll be somebody that I have like known just from my hometown or whatever. But there's like they're nice guys, and like I'll be like, oh hey, what's up, bro? How's it going? And then they'll walk away. But throughout my whole workout, I see them talking to like 30 different people. I'm like, are you even working out? Do you even lift at all, or do you just walk around and talk to people?
Maybe that's their social hour.
I mean,
maybe they don't see very many people outside of the gym, and this is their way of talking with people.
I guess they don't have a podcast to host.
Sure.
So they don't get to talk to their best friend all the time.
Yeah, I mean, lucky us.
Yeah, man. So,
okay.
Anyways,
change of pace.
Yeah.
After work, a couple.
By the way, Kyle got his job.
Yeah, dude. Shout out to that Uber lady. She gave off the good vibes, and I got a job.
Got a new job.
That's great. Anyway, so after work, so I take the bus to and from work. After work yesterday, I'm waiting for the bus. Three things happened. One, this homeless guy was just talking to himself, and he was kind of just. Well, he was talking to himself, and then he was talking to everybody around, and he was like asking me if he could listen to my music.
Okay.
And I'm like, dude, I'm not.
Wait, sorry. This was on the bus going back.
No,
home?
I was waiting for the bus, just standing outside. It's a big group of people. I got off at 4, so it was a ton of people just like.
This is like downtown Seattle.
Downtown Seattle.
Busy.
Everyone's trying to commute home. Whatever. A lot of people have their headphones in. Whatever. This guy, I was putting my headphones in. He goes, "Is that an Apple device?" And I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "Yeah, I used to have an iPod. Can I listen to your music?" And I put my headphones in and just like turned away.
You didn't even answer him?
I was just like, nah, sorry. And I put my headphones in and kind of turned away. Dude, but I had been around this guy for about 10 minutes before that, and he was talking to this lady and just bugging everybody.
Wait, so
but he was saying kind of mean things. Like he was kind of shouting at people.
Okay. Was he like homeless, or was he just kind of like a talkative guy?
Something was wrong with him. He was talking to himself, and he was talking to a wall.
So he was like a scary guy, kind of. Like intimidating.
Not intimidating. Like he was kind of small, and like I wasn't physically afraid of him, but just I didn't want to have to deal with him and get in a conversation with him, so it was best to just ignore him.
Yeah. No, I mean I don't blame you. I wouldn't have given him my headphones.
No, yeah,
either.
I'm like yeah, dude, sure, let's listen to the same music together.
And like, you can't just like
I have to get real close.
So you can't,
I know
you can't just like hand him half your headphones.
Exactly. I wasn't about to do that. Like that's like a Jim and Pam moment where they're sharing music and they're like kind of looking at each other. Like I didn't want to have that moment with him.
Yeah.
He wasn't my Pam. So
but that's the downside of AirPods. Because if I want to share and have this intimate moment, it's like we could have this.
But it's also easily shareable though. Yeah, yeah. You can be farther away. It's better for homeless guy situation, but he also could run off with it. Like, you would have been in better hands if you were to have given it to him. You wouldn't have had to be as close to him.
Yeah.
But, again, he could have bolted with your other.
You could have sold
your
half your AirPods for
exactly.
like $60.
Exactly. So, that was one thing. Second thing, this guy in front of me, it was just a big group of people, so there's a whole bunch of people around.
This is the same time frame.
This is all these things are within 10 minutes.
Okay.
And this guy, he has his brightness all the way up on his phone, and he has big text because he's like a little older. And I see him looking at his phone, and I wasn't like reading his phone or anything, but he like leaned over a certain way where his phone was literally right in front of my face. and I see
So you were trying to read it.
I glanced up and saw it. I wasn't like actively like squinting like what is he searching?
And once you see something, even if you're not trying to eavesdrop, it's impossible to not read it.
I know. And he literally like angled it somehow right in my face, and I just read what did he write? I wrote it down. He Googled how to get out of an argument with your wife.
Oh.
So immediately I read that and I was like, that guy's having a tough day. That sucks.
It's kind of funny though that he actually Googled it.
I know. I don't know what answers he was looking for.
Googling any sort of thing about like relationships or health,
Not gonna work.
it never is a good answer.
I mean, health could be.
Yeah, but even when you Google health, it always gives you something more
But
dramatic.
You can't Google relationship advice.
Yeah.
It's just not gonna work out for you.
You're going to get sent to like a Reddit thread of a bunch of like 14-year-olds telling you how to talk to your wife.
Exactly. So I don't know. I didn't talk to that guy. I hope he had a great day. Hoping him and his wife figured out their stuff.
How is your public transportation experience so far?
It's been good. I mean,
Like
nothing weird's happened other than that.
But like take me through it. I've never been like a public transit guy. Have you like sat next to anybody cool? Have you has anybody talked to you?
No one really talks on the bus. Especially when you're commuting to work, everyone is tired in the morning or you're just ready to go home and no one really talks.
But there's got to be like that guy that's like a talkative guy.
I've only
So you're telling me
I've had 2 days of work, John.
I know. But in those 2 days, has it literally been just every single person just sitting there in silence?
Oh, I also have my headphones in too, so I'm not like
Okay.
eavesdropping conversations. I don't know, but I used to ride the bus to school in college, and there's the stop that I was at. There's a lot of homeless people. They like lived in the woods, like right by the stop. It was kind of weird. So they'd be walking out of the woods, and there's this couple. They're just having a full-on fight, screaming about something, and a bunch of students. We're all just standing there like, this is so uncomfortable.
Like at the bus stop?
Yeah, they're just screaming at each other like, "Oh, you forgot whatever," and she's like, "No, you forgot it." And it was like, this is really uncomfortable.
Yeah.
The
few times that I ever rode public transportation was in LA a couple times when I was in college down there. And I don't know if it's as bad here, but at least down there, it's like they have a huge problem of homeless people just like sleeping on the trying to stay there like all night
on the like on the subway.
Well, there's like a metro, like an above ground subway kind of. And on that one in particular, because it's like an unmanned thing, like it's all automatic, so there's no like drivers, and so after a certain hour, it like just shuts down and like locks up and closes. But homeless people will literally just go on there at like, I don't know, like 7 o'clock at night and literally just stay on there.
Well, I don't blame them.
Yeah, because especially if it's like it'll get cold sometimes during the night. But yeah, so sometimes there'd be people like cops that would like kick the people off at a certain hour when it's closing. But then also, even like the public transportation in LA, there was like the one time I ever rode it, there was this like scary argument and like almost a fight on the bus between the bus driver and this homeless guy.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know. That was when I was like, I just don't really want to deal with this because I don't want to get involved with like some brawl on the bus with a bunch of strangers.
It's never fun. I mean, for the most part, it's like, it's whatever. It's just people commuting to and from work.
Yeah.
But there's always the occasional like weirdo on the bus. But dude, I saw Matt Mogg's doppelganger. So if you guys have listened to our 4th of July episode,
with our buddy Matt.
Yeah, Matt. He was on it. Dude, this guy looked I texted him. I was like, I wish I got a Snapchat of this guy, but I was in a position where if I took a Snapchat of this guy, so many other people would have seen me do it. So like it wasn't really going to work out.
Like he might not have seen, but everybody around you would have known
because
that you just took a photo.
Everyone was sitting facing the front of the bus and I was sitting sideways and this guy was like kind of across from me. So if I had angled my phone, all these people behind would have seen it.
Yeah.
So yeah, but dude, I had to like triple take to make sure it wasn't him.
What, like everything, like his
it was the only
posture,
thing was if he had,
his face.
It was his glasses looked the same, his face looked the same. It just looked like he had shorter hair and dressed super fancy.
Wow.
And I was like, whoa, that is what Maddie would look like.
That's awesome, man.
Okay, wait. Third thing.
Yeah.
At the bus stop, I saw this blind guy walking down the street.
This was the same time, same bus stop.
Yeah.
Same day.
This was across the street. I was there for like 15 minutes.
Okay.
So this is gonna sound mean, and it is mean, I think.
If you have to preface it with "this might be mean," it's probably mean.
It is mean, but I just think it.
Just say it.
It's just something that popped into my head.
Just rip the Band-Aid off.
If a blind person's walking down the street, is it rude to stare at them?
No.
They can't see you.
They can't see shit.
Because, if someone's in a wheelchair, you don't want to just stare at the guy in the wheelchair because I'm sure they get a lot of stares all the time. But
yeah,
blind person's not going to know.
That's true. Now, but...
Because I stared at this guy as he walked past me, and I realized after, I was like, I shouldn't have done that. But I was like, wait.
Now,
he didn't even know.
I got one.
All right.
If you yell at a deaf person...
I feel like that's really mean. Because they can see you yelling at them.
But they can't hear.
They might be able to feel it.
Whoa, the vibration.
Yeah.
Just imagine.
Yeah.
You see a deaf person, you just start screaming at them.
You just start... But how do you know they're deaf? You can't just identify a deaf person. Unless they're
sign language.
Well, what if they can hear? What if it's someone that just is doing sign
Just
language
knows
to a
sign.
deaf person? Deaf person? Why is deaf and deaf?
I was literally just gonna say, like, they could have came up with a better
I
word.
know, honestly, because when I was younger, I thought they were deaf people. I didn't know it was deaf. Why is it deaf and deaf? It's so close.
And how come people who can't speak are called dumb? Like there's some people that can't speak.
They're actually called dumb.
It's literally called dumb.
So that's what dumb means.
I mean, yes. Someone who's dumb is someone who can't speak.
So there's dumb deaf people.
How
do you know that? Are you sure?
Dude, I swear. Because I know it's like the three categories. It's like blind, deaf, and dumb. Dude. What is a dumb person? I'm like 90% sure. I could be wrong, but
you know a dork is a whale dick?
I thought a dork was like, I heard it was like whale blubber.
It's a whale dick.
Didn't someone in elementary school call you a dork and then you looked it up?
I think I fired back with it. Or I called somebody a dork and then they told me.
Because the only reason I know that is because you told me.
So maybe I'm spreading lies.
Okay, that one didn't give me an answer. Is a dumb person
unable to speak? I mean, I would say a dumb person.
Oh, one of them was, can a dumb person hear? So I think it's like related. Unable to speak.
Let's say, what is a dumb person?
Yeah, I did, but it just said someone who's like stupid. Oh, okay. Talk, deaf, mute, Wikipedia page.
Yeah, I thought people that couldn't speak were just mute.
It just uses the term deaf mute to describe deaf people. Not many years ago, deaf people who were not literally mute were invariably called deaf mute or deaf and dumb, even though they were neither mute nor dumb.
That's terrible.
Many deaf people choose not to speak. Almost none of them is actually unable to speak. So is that like a derogatory term?
Yeah, probably.
So like you should say like
mute.
Deaf mute.
That's what I thought it was, mute.
But then people would say they were deaf and dumb.
Yeah, it's like you don't call a Native American an Indian, and you don't call Eskimo is offensive.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know that was like a mean term.
Sorry to all you mute people
who are listening to it. Well, no, you could be mute and listen to our podcast.
You can't be deaf mute though.
Yeah, you can't be deaf and mute.
All right. Sorry to your deaf mute people. If you're just mute, let us know. Actually, I would have questions about that.
Yeah. So I genuinely didn't know that was like an offensive term.
Okay.
But
anyways, I was thinking about blind people. If you stare at them, I think it's only rude if people see you stare at them.
Yeah, I mean, but is anybody gonna care if you're staring at a blind person? And do you think someone would like tell you to stop it?
I mean, if you were staring, it might be a little different for a blind person, but if you're staring at like a person in a wheelchair, somebody might. If you're just staring at them like,
I mean, yeah,
wheelchair guy.
But that goes back to what you were saying because they can see you doing it.
Yeah, maybe if they're like with a family member, like walking with them, they might be offended. It's like, hey, don't look at us.
Yeah, that's people that are blind and like go about their life. I have so much respect for that.
It was amazing seeing this guy just walk down the street in Seattle with like cars flying all around. I was actually like amazed.
Yeah,
that's part of why I was staring at him, was like seeing how this guy operates.
Yeah, and the fact that a lot of times I see them and they're just by themselves.
Yeah.
Then they're just like, I mean, obviously, if you're blind your whole life and you're an adult now, you're probably like a pro at it. Like it's normal to you.
Yeah.
But to people that never have to deal with living life like that, I can't even imagine.
Like, imagine being in this world where you can't see anything, but you can hear things and you can feel things, and you know that something that you can't see can hit you.
Yeah.
Like, it's so
and
weird.
A lot of times, like, something could be coming and hit you and you can't even hear it coming. Like, it's
like
there's like silent cars, like when you
but you can still hear them. I'm sure a blind person could hear a silent car.
Is that true that their other senses get better if you lose one sense?
Yeah, dude, I swear, I remember watching a video of a person that like could do sonar, like bats.
Yeah.
Like he could talk or make noises,
like
or
clicking
click,
noises,
and he knew where things were.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
A long time ago, my dad showed me this video or something of this kid that like could do clicks and sonar and could ride a bike and know where obstacles were based on his clicking.
Insane. How do you even teach a blind person to ride a bike? I wonder if their balance is thrown off, because if you close your eyes and try to stand on one foot,
it's
harder to balance. But they also might just be used to it. I don't know if they stand on one foot.
I don't know, man. Anyways, Kyle, I went to the gym the other day.
Okay. With your AirPods?
With my AirPods. And I went to the bathroom. And I took a piss.
This is a thrilling story.
I washed my hands. And then as I'm leaving, I look up. First of all, I see like a huge, like gross old man ass. And how come your eyes just like, I don't want to look at it, but it's like it locks onto it, which is really a weird human trait.
That you're not used to.
Yeah. So I see that. And then like, as I see that, I pan up. This man has the hairiest back I have ever seen in my entire life. And it's not even just his back. Dude, it goes all the way down his triceps. Like I got like
his front side. Do you see his front?
No, but like I can only assume that his front side is equally as hairy. But like,
it's just a bummer.
You know how there's a difference between like,
you think he's warm?
My arm hair and my chest hair.
Yeah.
Like they just like look different and they're different like textures. The hair on his triceps was like curly, like old man chest hair, but on his arms.
Like pubes.
Yeah, it kind of looked like pubes, but like all over his back.
That's a bump, because you can't just shave all of that.
I mean, you could like go to someone, but even I think someone who has that much hair, it's just gonna grow back.
It is, yeah.
You know?
You could. I mean, you can't just laser remove all the hair everywhere.
Yeah, no.
That sucks.
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm not a hairy person.
Yeah, I'm pretty hairy, and I will say it's annoying, but it's like a trade-off, because I think like I can grow a beard, which is
right.
Nice,
I can't,
and you can't. But then I have more back hair than you, I would assume.
I don't even know if I have any.
Like I
do, but it's not noticeable.
And like my gorilla neck, even if I shave it, it'll be back in like 2 weeks. So
you shave your own gorilla neck?
No, I mean I'll try, but I can't really reach it. So it's just when I go get a haircut,
yeah.
Like, can you trim up my neck? So I don't know.
I've shaved your back.
Yeah, when you shaved my head.
Yeah, that was part of the trade-off, is I had to shave his back too.
Yeah, it
was cool though. Just a guy shaving another guy's back.
Yeah, just fun and games.
No problems.
Yeah. So then I saw that, and then I had this other revelation at the gym. So like they stopped handing out towels. They used to like give actual nice towels that they would wash every day.
Yeah.
So when you go in the gym, you can just get a towel to wipe your sweat and keep things clean. And then a few months ago, they announced that they were going to stop doing that, because I think everybody just stole the towels all the time. So I don't know. It was too expensive, I guess. So now there's just like these paper towels that I'll use because I get really sweaty. But
it doesn't do much.
I mean, it helps a little bit to like wipe the sweat off my head and stuff.
You can use your shirt.
No, my shirt will get soaked though. Especially
That's true.
If I work out with Shim, my whole shirt, like there's no dry parts to wipe my face anymore.
That's a lot of moisture, like a lot of water loss.
Yeah, dude. Bro, but
I wish there was a way to measure that. How much?
Dude, I guarantee there's people that sweat more than me though.
No, there are.
Yeah.
But
it's more than like you or Shim for sure.
Yeah, no, yeah. Like I sweat a pretty decent amount, but it's not.
But I feel
on
like
a close level to you.
you don't. Do you sweat enough to where your shirts will change colors? Or does that not
It's
happen?
mostly like my armpits. If I'm wearing like a light gray shirt.
That'll happen. Will it ever change color near like the chest area?
I don't sweat a lot on my chest.
Okay.
My back a little bit.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure your hairiest parts of your body are where you sweat the most. I think I heard that somewhere.
That was
Like your head.
I mean,
your face.
yeah.
Like I get a sweat stash.
But you're not hairy up there.
But I got some.
You had no hair up there.
I shaved, man.
Okay.
Okay, but like your armpits, your back, well,
My back sweats a ton, and that has like less hair than anywhere on my body.
maybe that's not true.
But I mean, I don't know. Yeah. But anyways, so I was going to throw away like these sweaty little paper towel things I was using, and like I threw it and I missed, and I kind of paused for a second. I'm like, I should go pick it up. Like that's the right thing to do, but I don't want to. But I went and did because I was like kind of far away by the time.
You're like major douche. If I ever see somebody toss something towards the garbage, miss, and walk away, I instantly don't like them.
I know, I agree. So I went back and I'm like, all right, fine. I went back, I picked it up and put it in the garbage. But then I was thinking that like, why is it that if you find anything that's like worn or like anything that involves sweat from someone else that was someone else's body, it's so gross to touch it. But if it's your own sweat, it's never gross to anybody. And why is that? Because it's not like I understand if you like sneezed into a tissue that has like germs and shit that can actually get you sick. But if there's just like a paper towel that was like wet from sweat, there's nothing there that
you're already covered in it though.
I know, but I'm saying I would much rather. Oh, hold on. I'm saying I would much rather go pick up a wet, sweaty paper towel and put it in the garbage if it was mine than if it was yours.
No,
but
I know.
why?
Because you're already covered in your own sweat.
Yeah.
And it's your own sweat.
But it's just sweat. Like, your sweat can't do anything to me.
It could, maybe.
No,
I don't know.
how?
But some people's sweat smells worse.
Yeah. But is body odor, like, the same as your sweat? Because
it's from sweat.
But there's people that smell really bad that even when that aren't even sweating.
I think it's because of sweat, though.
I don't know.
I only smell bad from sweat.
I think your body odor or the way you smell isn't necessarily
coming
from your sweat.
Coming out of the same glands. It's coming out of your glands.
Is it?
Are there glands and then there's sweat glands? I think they're glands and they're all encompassing.
I mean, generally speaking, I do smell worse if I'm really sweaty than when I'm not sweaty. But
it's just like, why would I want your sweat on my hands?
I just don't see like it's not going to do anything. Like, if you don't want to pick up a tissue because that has a bunch of germs that could get you sick.
But why would you want to pick up anything that smells bad?
Dude, but I don't think like
when you're covered in it though.
But you're not going to like pick it up and actually. Now listen, I don't have a good sense of smell.
You might walk away and your hand smells bad and you don't even know. But it's just like someone else's germs because there's germs in sweat.
Is there though?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, anything that comes out of you, John, has germs. Like you can sweat out a cold, you know?
That's not true though. That's a myth.
No, I don't think it's a myth.
It is.
Yeah,
I did research because my dad would always tell me, like, I would be sick and he would always try and tell me to go to the gym and play basketball when I was sick because he truly believed that you could sweat it out even if I felt terrible.
I think there's some truth to it though.
No,
like
I looked it up.
Coming out of you.
No, I've done research on this.
Well,
who is 100% false? Okay. It is scientifically proven that your immune system is compromised when you're sick, and going and exercising and pushing it further is counterproductive to you getting healthy.
Okay, but what if you just sit in a sauna?
No, you could do that.
Sweating it out.
Yes, but it's not exercising.
Yeah,
that's not what I was saying.
All right, but like it's the same kind of sweat if you were working out, if you were playing basketball versus if you're in a sauna. It's the same sweat.
Kyle, I'm going to be honest. I think you're right, but I'm just trying to keep arguing with you, but I don't have anywhere else to go.
Uh-huh.
So we're just going to move on.
Okay.
So Kyle.
Yes.
I had this dream, and normally we have these like segments where we talk about our dreams, but I had 2 dreams, but this one is like way longer and way more intense, and I kind of wanted to just talk about it in the regular podcast. Is that okay with you?
That is okay with me.
Like this one, I swear this is the weirdest the most vivid and terrifying dream I've ever had.
It was like a nightmare?
Almost, yeah. I remember everything about the stream. Literally everything, and it's crazy.
All right.
So I had to move to California. So
That's terrifying.
So I had to pack up my car, and I road tripped. And I road tripped down to Portland, Oregon, which from Seattle, it's really not that far.
It's like 3 hours.
But for some reason, that was like my whole day. And so I had to like spend the night in Portland because I couldn't keep driving. So I like got this like motel or whatever. And then I was like, oh, I want to do something because I'm bored. So I went to go to a play in like downtown Portland. And
one of the worst decisions you could have made.
I mean, I could go.
You're gonna go to a play by yourself.
Not by myself.
I can say it now. I will never go to a play by myself.
No, I'll never go by myself. But I would go to a play. Like if I was with someone that wanted to go to a play, I wouldn't be like, oh,
I would never
on.
suggest. What should we do? Let's go to a play. I would never suggest that. No offense to anyone that likes plays or is an actor or whatever. Like I think that's cool. I'd rather watch a movie.
Yeah, I mean,
and I don't even like watching movies, so that's how low that is on my totem pole.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't recommend going to a play, but if someone said, "Hey, do you want to go to a play?" and I didn't know what else to do, I'd probably be like, "Yeah, fuck it, why not?" Anyway, so for some reason, it's like the line outside this theater is just down the block, like a
big play.
Yeah, it's like trying to get into like a really big concert, and people are just waiting outside. So these two guys that we know, but I don't want to say their name just in case that they ever hear this, only one guy we know, and then his friend, they come up next to me and they like put their arm around me like, "Hey, what's up, man? How's it going?" And they kind of like hop in line with me.
Oh, because they used you for line.
Yeah, and wow. they're also going to this play, and I'm like, "Damn, dude,
what a coincidence." We're both going to a play in Portland.
And right off the bat, I was getting really weird vibes that they were really, really talkative and really nice, but I just felt like there was, I don't know what, but I felt something weird going on.
I mean, you're at a play.
Yeah.
So,
but just they were giving off these weird vibes. So we go to the play. I don't remember the play at all. And then we leave. And then somehow they get like a third friend. So there's three of them and me.
And you're just hanging out with them?
Well, no, they kind of like befriended me. And they're like, "Oh, dude, like walk back with us." So.
Are they staying in your hotel too?
No. So there's four of us. We're all walking back to where I parked. And then I remembered in the dream that like I parked on this bridge and like I was in a rush, and for some reason I just parked in the middle of the street. And I was like, so we're walking back, and I was like, "Oh shit, guys, I left my
car's on the bridge.
I left my car on the bridge. I don't want to get a ticket." And they're like, "Oh, dude, it doesn't matter. Just come with us. Just walk with us." Now, for some reason, they were really like charismatic and really good at like sucking me in.
Whoa.
so
that's a weird way to put it.
So we're walking. I don't know where we're walking.
John's attracted to these charismatic guys.
Yeah, dude.
Sucked him in.
They were really friendly. I mean, they were all cool, but I was still getting these like weird vibes, and I didn't quite know what it was yet. So then we're walking, and there's like, sorry, I need to compose myself.
I'm afraid of like where this is going.
Oh yeah, dude, it gets weird. So we're walking, and you know those like hamster balls that hamsters roll around in?
Yeah.
That are just like these big clear circles? There was one of those, but it was made out of glass, and it was on the side of the road. It was kind of like a showcase, like a thing that you would like put like art in, but it was just a glass ball. But it was a homeless guy just talking to himself. And like he had like a torn shirt, and like his pants were like half on.
How did he get in this ball?
I don't know, man. So he was talking to himself, and it was in the context of the universe, like of the dream that we were in. It wasn't one of those things where it was cool. It was like, this is sad. Like, this is very sad.
Oh, this poor guy's stuck in this ball.
Yeah. No. There's like a door to it. Like, you know how you can open it up and put a hamster in?
Okay. Yeah.
There's like a door.
So, all right.
Just listen.
Okay.
Okay, so we're walking.
I'm having a hard time following, but I'll keep trying.
So we're walking in downtown Portland, and like we see this ball thing on the side of the road with this homeless guy in it. And he's like talking to himself. He's clearly like on some form of drugs. totally out of his mind.
Okay.
And these guys like start making fun of him and start like yelling things at
Like
him.
your boys?
Yeah,
oh.
no, like these guys that I'm with start like making fun of him kind of, and then they walk up there, and they like, I don't know, they just like are kind of giving him shit, just like what like a douchey middle schooler group would do if they're like fucking with like a, I don't know why you would fuck with a homeless person, but
there's people that do, yeah.
Yeah, and they basically convince this guy or like drag him out and basically have him come with us back to the hotel. So then at that point,
So
I'm
you're
like,
just acquiring more people over time.
yes. So then
This group is expanding.
and they're all just inviting themselves to my hotel that I booked. And so
I didn't realize we were going back to your room.
I didn't either until this point.
Meanwhile, your car is still on a bridge,
Yes.
probably towed by now.
Yes. Okay. So we go back to my hotel, and we get there.
You, the boys, and the homeless man.
And this is when I knew that things were getting bad. Okay. They like, you know how like in a lot of hotel rooms, there's like the beds, and then there's like this little shitty desk thing.
Yeah.
And there's like a trash can or whatever.
Okay.
So they put this homeless guy in the corner by the desk. Sorry. I need to calm down. They like
They put him there? Like they picked him up and placed him there.
Hold on. No, they forced him to go there. They basically were like, yo, over here.
They yelled, okay.
And they kind of like dragged him over there because he was like, he couldn't really walk very well. He was on a bunch of drugs.
All right, so they put a man in the corner.
Yeah. Then I don't know what the third one of their friends is doing. He's just like over on the side. But then two of them, the two main guys that originally met me in line,
Okay.
they walk over, they kneel down, and they just pull their pants down. They just pull their dicks out.
Towards this homeless man?
Yeah, like they pin him in a corner and then pull their dicks out. And
This is weird.
that's when I was like, what the fuck? Like, I'm just witnessing all this. First of all, their dicks were huge. Dude, their dicks were like 2 feet long. Bro, these were some of the biggest dicks I have ever seen in my life. So things are getting really weird. They pull it out, and that's when I realized that like they're trying to like basically get this homeless guy to like suck their dick, and they're gonna like, I don't know if they're gonna rape him, but they definitely are having him do things with their dick. And
Okay. What were you thinking about before you went to bed?
dude, I don't know, man. This was the most vivid. Like, I remember everything about this dream. And so at that point, I looked to the third friend who was like not in on this. He was just chilling on the bed or something. And I was like, hey, man, I forgot my Razor scooter outside the theater, which,
Of course.
and he was like, oh, yeah, okay. Like, just go get it. I'll be like, all right, I'll be right back. And at for some reason in this dream, I couldn't just run away, because in my head I was like, if I run away, these guys know who I am. They're going to find me, and this is my hotel room. I have nowhere else to go.
You mean you could call the cops? I mean, you're in a dream, I
Yeah,
guess.
but it didn't make sense. So, but like I actually had left my Razor scooter there. Like I think what happened
You
was
brought your Razor
I
scooter.
parked my car on this bridge.
Then you just scootered
and
on
then
down.
I scootered to the theater. So
Okay.
So I went and I got my scooter from the theater, and then instead of just like trying to scooter back to my car and drive away, I scootered back to the hotel. So
Big mistake.
but I had to make sure that they could trust me, and they didn't think I was gonna like go rat on them, because I was getting a lot of vibes that they were starting to be suspicious of me, and like since I now knew that this was some form of cult or like weird thing, because it really was turning into like this cult leader, like the one guy that put his arm around me at the beginning was like the leader, and the other two were like these followers kind of.
All right.
So I had to, do you get what I'm saying though?
No, yeah, I get what you're saying.
I just had
and
to,
I understand you're in a dream, so you're not making the most rational decisions.
yeah, but I had to make sure that like they could trust me.
All right.
So I'm a man of my word. So I get back there with my scooter.
To a
And-
fault, almost.
Yeah, and they were done with their business with this guy, whatever they were going to do. I don't know what they did because I was gone. So I get back, and they have like this pamphlet, this like, you know when you're on road trips and you get like a little touristy pamphlet, like
Yeah.
cool places to go, things to do.
Sure.
It was that, but it was like for their cult.
They actually had a cult.
Yeah, that's when I learned that this was like like a cult thing.
What was it called?
I don't remember the details, but
They had like pictures.
yeah, like it was like a clip art shitty made little pamphlet thing about their cult. And
What?
so this is when I knew like I had to
Join it.
no, I had to
Oh.
get out of there, but I didn't know what to do because I was worried they were gonna kill me. So
You could out-scooter them.
listen. So I don't know why I did this, but I took they went like in the other room. There was like I don't know. There was a different area that they went for some reason, and I was like somewhere else in the room, and I took the pamphlet and I like I like put it through my foot.
Wait, what?
like you know how with a piece of printer paper you could like put your finger through it and poke a hole through it, the paper.
Yeah.
So I did that, but like I just put it like over my foot. I just like
You like ripped a hole in it with your foot.
yes.
So,
Dude, I don't know why.
dude, dreams are so weird. Like you could have put it in your pocket. You could have just held it. But instead, your best way of trying to hang on to this thing was, oh, let me poke a hole with my foot, so it's wrapped around my foot.
So it was
Which
like,
foot was it?
it was my left one.
Is that your pushing leg on your scooter?
Yeah, no.
Oh, is that your plant?
That's my like one that's staying on the scooter.
Well, so that'll stay if you're on your scooter then. So I guess that's pretty rational.
So I pull it, I like wrap it like around my ankle.
You're like crying right. You have a tear. Oh my god! Wow.
I'm sorry, this
This is the most amazing dream I've ever heard.
so,
Not in a great way, but just so
weird.
interesting.
Yeah, okay, so I get it around my ankle. And then like I basically tell them real quick, like, hey guys, like something came up, I gotta go. And they were like, oh dude, it's okay, like we have to go too. We'll just come with you.
Well, they really want to be with you.
So I scooter and I scooter slowly because if your friends are walking and you're on a scooter,
Can't just blast.
you can't
them.
just blast by them.
Yeah.
So I just kind of like we all walk together basically. We get to my car. I didn't have a ticket somehow.
It's just on the bridge.
Yeah, and then we get in my car and then we drive to my parents' house. And
So you drove all the way back to Seattle?
no, I think for some reason my parents were in California.
Oh, okay.
So we went on like a road trip and we got
what
there.
about the homeless guy?
I don't know, we just left.
Gone.
I don't know, man.
All right.
So we get there. It's me and 3 other of these weirdo guys. We walk in and I couldn't just like tell my mom like, hey, be careful. These guys are cult people because they would hear me say that.
Yeah.
So we were like really tired. So I was like, hey, Mom, can these guys just like spend the night? Like I met these guys. They're nice. Can they just like sleep here?
Really, you're kind of being a little bit of a wimp here.
I know, but like
You're just playing along with these guys.
and so my mom is super nice and she's like, oh, of course. There's like an extra bed. They can just like,
All 3 of them.
yeah, they can just sleep over there. And I was like, okay. So I go to sleep. They go to sleep. The next morning we wake up and I go downstairs and my parents are all confused because every TV in the house, there's like 3 TVs. They're all on, but all the remotes are like, the batteries were taken out of them and all the batteries were hidden. So you can't turn off any of the TVs.
Okay.
And they're just like blasting, like they're loud. There's 3 of them just really loud.
What were they? What
Like,
was the channels?
There's like a basketball game, like news, I don't know, just random shit.
This is part of their cult?
Yeah, I think so. Because after that,
It's a weird cult.
they come downstairs and they're like, you can't turn it off. And they're very serious. And my mom and dad and I are like, what? Like, what's going on? They're like, you can't turn that off. And then one of the guys, the guy that like wasn't involved in the homeless dick sucking, he has a baby strapped around his chest.
What?
Like, in one of those like
Yeah,
harness things, he has a baby.
Okay.
I don't know where the baby came from. And then,
Seems like a guy that shouldn't have a baby.
yeah. And then they slowly like back out of the house. You know, in movies, those scenarios when 2 people are in like a standoff and they want to like back away, but
Okay.
they want to make sure the other person doesn't like shoot them. So they both slowly back away. They did one of those and they like they slowly backed out and left. And then like, as they left, our power went out in our house. And then I woke up.
Wow.
So
So they got away with it.
yeah. Sorry, that took a really long time.
That was just one of the most random, strange dreams I think I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Well, how do we even dissect that?
I don't know, man. I was hoping maybe the listeners, maybe you guys could help us try and figure out what the fuck was going on. And I woke up and both my arms were numb. Like I was laying on top of them and both arms were numb and like there was like no blood in them or whatever.
Yeah.
So I like wake my arms up and my left, like they still hurt. All 4 fingers on my left hand other than my thumb hurt so fucking bad.
You were probably sleeping on them weird.
Yeah, but it felt like I punched someone, so I don't know.
Were you sleeping like this?
Dude, I don't know, man.
What the heck?
Yeah, so it was it was actually terrifying. I'm not going to lie. Like that dream felt like it lasted so long and I woke up and I don't know. Like I said before, we don't make this shit up. I couldn't make that up even if I wanted to.
Yeah, definitely couldn't make yeah.
But I just felt like I had to share it, and it was a little too long to talk about in our creative writing segment that we have.
Sure. Well, thanks for sharing.
Yeah, man. So, anyways,
sounded like you need to get that off your chest.
I did. And it was one of those things where if I didn't tell it, I think I would have forgot some of the good details, about the pamphlet around my foot. I never
That's
even
the best part of it.
I never even used that.
Did you still have it like near the end?
Yeah, it was just around my ankle.
Wow.
I don't know why I didn't
Overnight,
just
too.
put it in my pocket.
I'm sure you had a reason.
And one thing I remember is that I put it around my ankle, and like whenever they were with me, I was so paranoid that they were gonna like see some of the coloring of, because I had like jeans on, but I was worried they were gonna see the very bottom of like where there's a gap between my shoe and the end of the jeans. And so the whole time we were walking, I just kept like pushing my pants down.
Why were you, that just doesn't even make sense. Why would you be worried that they're gonna find it when they gave it to you?
No, they didn't give it to me. It was like left over. Like
Oh,
they didn't want me to find it, so I was trying to be sneaky about it.
Oh,
So instead of putting it in my pocket,
good hiding spot.
I just put it around my ankle.
They probably wouldn't have searched there, so I think you had them.
But anyways, now that we're at about like the 45-minute mark, we should probably hop into the regular segments.
You guys got an extra segment today.
Yeah. So
That was special.
Kyle, who is your A of the week?
Llamas are my A of the week. Apparently they're becoming popular as therapy animals.
Whoa.
So, in a lot of rehab facilities and nursing homes, there's like therapeutic llamas. So there's this picture of this old lady with a llama. But I always thought llamas were mean. Holy shit, they're 300 pounds?
I've heard they spit on.
They spit on people.
Don't
Wait,
camels spit?
camels spit. Llamas spit.
Really?
I think so.
Alpacas?
See, I don't know.
I don't know the
one
difference.
of them spit. One of them, I think llamas spit.
I mean, yeah, I've heard they're mean, but they are cute. Like if I would want an animal to just like comfort me, I feel like I'd want something kind of big. Like we've talked about how it would be a really good feeling to hug a bear.
Yeah.
But I guess llamas.
They have just a big neck. They can kind of, you can hug their neck and they can kind of little. Dude, I saw this video or this like TikTok on Twitter, and it was this guy that was surrounded by a bunch of little goats. Like he was a little farmer and he had a bunch of goats, and they were all, dude. I love goats.
Yeah.
Like we have a family friend that has goats, and I've like fed a bottle to a goat.
Yeah, man.
It was dude. First of all, it sucked it down in like 15 seconds. It was amazing. This goat just like drained this bottle. And
was it like, what was it?
it was just milk, like goat milk. And it just like seriously like sucked it down quick. And dude, you could like hold them like in your lap, like they were like babies.
There's
like,
goat yoga.
Yeah, I want to do that sometime.
We should do it together sometime and then talk about our experience.
Goat
on the
yoga,
podcast.
I'm down. But yeah, anyways, there's like this guy standing there, and it's all these little goats like getting up on his leg, like they want to be held, and he would just hold each one of them for a second, then put them down, and they would run away.
Aww.
And in the background, there's this llama that's like kind of small, but one of those really fluffy ones with like a big afro.
Yeah.
Dude, I want one of those.
Right? They're cute.
Yeah.
So, damn, that's pretty cool though. Their therapy.
Yeah, I guess.
But I mean, I don't know why you can't just use like a dog.
Yeah. But when my
Seems kind of extra.
when my grandma was in the hospital, I forget what animal it was, but I think it was like a pony. There was like a pony walking around. They were bringing it into different rooms. It was a pony or
That's awesome.
It could have been a llama. It was a pony or something like that.
Damn, dude.
It's like
I'd like to have a pony though. Like you don't like horses, but do you like ponies?
I mean, I don't like them, but like I'd prefer a pony, I guess, over a horse because I could kind of like overpower it if I had to, you know. Like I could take down a
I
pony.
don't know.
I mean, they could give me a good kick, but it's not going to put me down as much as a horse would. Like I'm not going to beat up a horse.
Yeah, like a pony doesn't have any possibility of ending your life.
Yeah, horse like hoof to the mouth. I'm out.
Yeah. Damn, well that's pretty cool.
I could push a pony over if I had to.
Just the sound of that just sounds so bad. Like
I mean,
the
but
thought
if it's
of
coming
like
after me and I just push it sideways, like it's got narrow legs, like they're close together. It doesn't have great stability. Like if I push it sideways, it's probably gonna fall over.
Just there's no scenario when pushing over a pony doesn't sound bad.
I mean, if it's biting me and kicking me, and
I think it would be one of those things though, where like there's like
you'd still
assault cases where even though this other person started it, you can't hit them back because like you just can't. You'll
like
still
Miles
get in
Garrett.
trouble. Yeah, but like if that pony kicks you and then you push it over, you're gonna get most of the heat for it.
Yeah, it's like if a dog's ever attacking me, I don't think I could hurt the dog.
You mean like
if a dog is like,
you mean legally or like you physically?
no, just like personally. Like I'd feel bad hurting this dog even though it's like attacking me.
I mean, it depends how bad it's hurting me. Like
I
think
mean,
there'd be a point where the switch would flip and I'd be like, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
just kneeing the shit out of this German Shepherd.
Yeah, man.
Okay. What's your A of the week?
Well, the Sounders.
Okay, yeah. Seattle sports.
Yeah,
Did you watch the game?
I watched like part of the first half and then I went to the grocery store and then that's when somehow
We're big soccer guys, if you can't tell.
in the last 7 minutes, each team scored another goal somehow.
Oh yeah.
Which is pretty crazy. But
The
I don't
first
know.
goal was an own goal too.
really?
Yeah, it bounced off the defender's leg.
Yeah,
That'd be such a shitty feeling. Scoring it was the first goal of the game.
in the
In
championship.
the championship game, and this guy like deflects it off his leg into the goal.
Yeah. I don't really watch any soccer.
Me
Don't
neither.
really know shit
That
about
was
it.
the only Sounders game I've watched all year.
But like, I mean, you got to support the Seattle teams, so that's pretty cool. My other one, Sonic the Hedgehog. So there's
He got a little bit
remade.
But glow up. He glue up.
Yeah. So if you guys don't know, which most of you do know if you're on social media, but a couple months ago they released a trailer for a Sonic the Hedgehog movie
Was so ugly.
with Jim Carrey, and the first version of this trailer, all the fans, the whole internet was outraged and got really mad because Sonic didn't look like the Sonic in the video games and he looked way too human like.
Really creepy.
He was terrifying, honestly. And yeah.
Question: do you think they did that on purpose to bring more attention to the movie? Because like I'm not gonna go watch the Sonic movie, but now there's way more attention on it because it was so ugly and now it like looks good.
Yeah, so you think maybe it was like a marketing scheme?
I feel like it could have been, yeah.
It could have been. I don't know. I doubt it, but if it was, I think it was a genius plan. But
or they just had some really bad graphic designer that
yeah, I think what happened is like they wanted to make him look lifelike, and then they thought people would like it, and then when people didn't, they were like, "Oh fuck, we got to do something," and so they redid it. But I mean, good for them. What people are really happy about is that they actually listened to their fan base and their community, and they literally did exactly what people wanted, and they changed the whole movie. So I think that's really cool. Still don't really give a shit about the movie.
not gonna watch it.
Not gonna watch
Never
it.
a big Sonic guy.
But yeah, it's pretty cool. Anyways, Kyle, who's your?
I have a bonus A.
Oh,
Me.
okay.
Because on our last episode, I talked about how if there was ever a real life SpongeBob movie, I wouldn't be down for it. And then like
not a real life, but like a newer animated
yeah,
version.
like a newer like an animated SpongeBob movie where it looks more
human like
lifelike, I guess, or whatever, better graphics. I wouldn't be down for it unless it's like all the same characters, maybe, but it's not.
It's
made
just not
by
the
the same
same.
creator.
Yeah.
I said I wouldn't be down for it, and then literally as I said that, like the day later, they come out with this trailer for it,
Literally,
and I had no knowledge of that. So.
no one had knowledge, and the next day they released a trailer for this. It looks pretty shitty.
I actually didn't watch the trailer, but
It just doesn't have the same look of the authentic
yeah,
SpongeBob.
you can't just change stuff like that.
Yeah, man. All right. Well, anyways, moving on. Kyle, who's your F of the week? Who failed? Who flunked?
Well, I guess I have a couple that I'm adding right now that I mentioned Miles Garrett because if you guys are any sort of football fans or anything, you probably saw it on Twitter somehow, but the Browns defensive lineman Miles Garrett swung a helmet at the Steelers quarterback.
He ripped off his helmet
And then slammed the
proceeded
shit out of him with a helmet.
And if you guys don't know sports, Miles Garrett is huge.
Large man, one of the best players in the league.
And he's not like fat large. He's like large,
Like
buff,
ripped.
and like this man could kill most humans.
If he had connected with the hard part of the helmet, could have been bad.
Yeah, he could have killed him.
Anyways.
Yeah, I mean, he was one of my Fs too.
Yeah.
Just the fact that it was the very end of the game.
They'd won too.
They were going to win the game, and there's like 20 seconds left or 10 seconds or whatever, and he just, I don't know, man. If you're making millions of dollars, why are you risking it like that?
Lose a ton of money too.
Yeah,
spend the rest of the year at least.
Without pay, right?
Yeah, at least.
What does that mean exactly, without pay? Because
you get game checks. Your contract's divided into games.
Each game.
Yeah. So if
damn,
you're
so
playing
that's
in a game,
like,
yeah.
Depending on how big your contract is, that could be.
He was
like,
the number one pick, so he's got a pretty decent contract.
Damn, so that's millions and millions of dollars.
He's losing, I don't know how much, probably at least $1 million, yeah.
But if it's game check, well, yeah, because I guess his contract could be for like 5 years or something.
Yeah,
right?
I don't know his contract, but other F is Drake. He got booed off stage because the crowd was expecting Frank Ocean, and then Drake showed up and he got booed.
But is it an F for Drake? Not really his fault. It's not his fault. Dude,
it's
the fans. It's the fans' fault. Why would you boo Drake off stage?
I mean, I don't like Drake. I mean, I wouldn't have booed Drake. I don't know why he got booed off stage necessarily, but
he got booed because people were expecting Frank Ocean, and then he surprised them with Tyler, the Creator, and they wanted Frank Ocean.
Oh, is that what that was?
Yeah, and so then they booed both of them off stage. I'm like, if you're paying money to go to a Drake concert, why are you gonna boo him off stage? You know?
Yeah, I guess
I feel like that was just disrespectful.
Okay, I'm changing it. The fans. I didn't read much about it. I just saw Drake got booed off stage.
Yeah, and like, I don't know. I thought that was super disrespectful of the fans, especially when like Drake doesn't have to do shit. He can invite whoever he wants. Like,
and Tyler, the Creator, is cool.
Yeah, like he's a great music artist, and like I saw a bunch of people tweeting after like, "Hey Drake, like I'm sorry about all the like shitty people that booed you off stage. Like I actually wanted to see him perform, but I didn't get to because everybody else booed him off." I don't know.
Shitty people out there, man.
Yeah. So
what are your Fs?
All right. My F this week is the Instagram interface. This is actually not related to the whole thing about Instagram removing likes. Did you hear about that?
Yeah, wait, when's that happening?
Apparently, I don't know. I thought it was supposed to be this week, but I can still see likes, so I don't know. I thought it was supposed to be this week, but I guess it hasn't happened yet. So it's like
you can't see other people's likes?
Yeah, you can see your own, but you can't see other people's.
I mean, I don't care that much, but that's just so lame that people, like, why are they changing that?
Yeah, I don't. There's a lot of reasons.
People just feel bad about not getting enough likes.
This isn't even my F, but relating to that, what you were saying, I think the reason there's ideas that the reason they're doing it is because a lot of these really famous like influencers or whatever get these brand deals and make a lot of money based on how many like likes they get, and so they think that since Instagram is taking away the visible number of likes that they get, Instagram will be able to monetize them instead. Like with these brand deals, Instagram will be able to capitalize on it because like they can know the number of likes, and the influencers, I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know. Like I don't exactly know that, but that's what I've heard. But anyways, my F is the Instagram interface itself and the shittiness of trying to post videos on Instagram.
It's so annoying.
It is. I don't know why that app is so big, so popular, so much money, yet it is the worst to post videos on.
Yeah.
And
especially if you're trying to post 2 videos.
Yeah,
it takes like hours.
With our podcast, we post video clips like 4 to 5 times a week, all the time. We post them on the story, on the actual posts, and I've never had more difficulty trying to post a simple 60-second video or like 2 videos.
It's especially 2 videos.
In my whole life, yeah. And dude, good luck trying to post 4 videos in one thing. It's impossible.
Nope.
And it makes no sense because on Twitter and on YouTube, it's so simple. It is so easy to post. Like Twitter is so basic. You just pick the video.
Even Facebook's easy.
Yeah, it takes like 15 seconds. Then you click post and then it's there. But on Instagram, dude,
it'll just sit at that one little spot. and just won't move.
It just won't process, or it'll say an error has occurred. Please try again. So then you'll try again, or you'll hit the refresh, and it doesn't fucking work.
Mm-hmm.
There's genuinely been times when I'm trying to post clips on Instagram for our podcast, and I'll spend an hour of like trying to post. It won't work, so I'll delete it, redo it, post it, won't work, delete it, redo it, and I don't know what makes it work, but then random times it'll just work.
I don't know, man.
And sometimes it'll work if I'm on Wi-Fi. Other times it'll only work if I'm on like LTE. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I don't know. It just frustrates me, so I had to get it off my chest. But anyways, Kyle, moving on to Could You Kill Me With?
All right. I was trying to think of what I should write for this, and I was looking at you, and I was wondering if you could kill me with your beard. Because John's got a beard. It's No Shave November right now. John's got a beard. I was trying to think outside the box.
Yeah.
Is there a way for you to kill me with your beard?
My current beard, or could it be like my maximum capacity beard? Like, could it be me
Let's say
in
either.
3 years?
Either. You can decide. It's your beard, though.
Okay. What I would do is I would wait 3 years.
Okay.
I would plot this
Santa beard. First of all, you have like a really straight beard, I feel like. So, you know, like people that have big, I mean, maybe it'll start curling when it gets longer, but like for now it looks pretty straight. So
yeah, it's kind
I've
of
always
weird.
wondered how is it just gonna look like regular hair that could like sway back and forth?
Yeah,
because like big guys with big beards have like curly, like
yeah.
Santa's got curly hair.
I know. I've always noticed that. I have really straight hair.
Yeah,
even like the hair on my head, like when I get out of the shower, it's just like flat.
I just think it would be so funny if your hair like had to, you have a beard like this long, and you can just
I get like
flows back
it.
and forth. Yeah, gel it off to the side.
So currently, I don't think it's possible. But if I waited 3 years, I got a couple options. I would either like wait till you were sleeping, and then I would get on top of you,
okay,
and like shove my beard, like my chin, into your face.
Okay.
So you wake up startled, and there's like this much hair
down my throat,
down your throat. Actually, no, because then you would bite it.
Oh,
like, and then that would just, you'd be biting onto my.
Now I'm in control, and I can go wherever we want.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, okay, maybe my second option would be more realistic. I like shave all the hair off, so it's just like a hairball kind of.
Oh yeah,
and
hairball in my mouth or something.
Yeah, most of these scenarios involve shoving shit in your mouth.
Most scenarios should.
Yeah, I don't. Now that I think about it, I don't think that would work either.
Okay. Yeah, I was just trying to think outside the box.
Maybe, you know how like if you could get a rug burn on carpet if you just like get drug.
You're saying like if you just went like this over my neck long enough, you think it could cut through?
Maybe.
Make me bleed out. There's a possibility.
It's unlikely.
If you can break through my skin and then just cut the jugular with some beard hair.
Yeah. I mean,
I'd have to be knocked out first for you to even try that.
Yeah. So, I don't think so. Kyle.
Okay.
Could you kill me with a box of Oreos?
Just one box?
Or
do I have unlimited boxes?
I don't know. It's up for interpretation.
All right. If I have unlimited boxes, I'm somehow going to force feed you until you just like either internally drown from food. Can you drown from food? If you eat too much food, I guess you'd throw it up. I could somehow ruin your blood pressure or something.
Yeah. Can you die from eating too much? In what? Because I know you can
eventually you'd
drown.
throw up probably, right?
Yeah, but then wouldn't that be impossible to die from it?
I mean,
I guess
if I did it over and over and over, and you're constantly throwing up, and I'm shoving more Oreos in your mouth, there would be a point where
you'd probably die.
Internally is gonna go wrong.
Yeah, but I was thinking more of like, okay, so you could definitely do it with unlimited boxes. But let's say if you have one.
I'm trying to think. If I dump the Oreos out and I can get that plastic box, that's a pretty sharp edge. If I could get one good slice, couple good slices on your neck, I think I can drain you. But
that type of plastic is the plastic where like
I could cut you.
It cuts you pretty easily, especially if you like rip it apart and it's got those weird edges and stuff.
Yeah, see that with the actual Oreos, I don't know that I could do much other than maybe making you choke on them, which is whatever. But yeah, it's either force feeding you Oreos until you die or cutting you with a plastic box. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. Where would it be on? out of every part on your body, where would be the place that you least want to get a cut?
My neck or foot maybe.
Like, let's say it's the severity of like a pretty bad paper cut. Where would you at least want to get a pretty bad paper cut? Because I was thinking my nutsack.
Oh, I mean, yeah. But like your knee too, because you think about your walking, it would just open every time you bend your knee.
I'd rather get a knee.
All right, yeah.
Like,
okay, but I was thinking like not balls and dick, because that sucks. But like other than that, like regular parts of your body.
Nah.
Like daily functioning parts of your body.
Anus.
Oh, yeah. All right. Yeah,
Dude.
that would suck. Yeah.
Yeah.
But what about like limbs wise, or just non-private parts?
Yeah, I don't. Probably
I hate saying
like
private parts.
right around
like a little kid.
Probably around my nipple area, like close to the nipple but not on it. That would hurt.
Yeah, I feel like foot, bottom of the foot, between toes maybe, or
yeah.
between your fingers, like in Jackass, and they do that between. Oh,
dude,
I hate that.
That's crazy. Oh. All right. Well, moving on to our word of the day. I don't have one, but we're gonna look one up right now.
Okay. Mine is crapulence.
Okay.
Probably a word you may have heard before.
Crapulence.
Yeah.
Does it involve shit?
No. But maybe something in that realm.
Okay, I don't know.
Okay, it's a lightweight basically. It's a lightweight. Someone who gets sick while drinking is a crapulence.
Whoa.
So
like Willig. Nah. Willig is a self-acclaimed crapulence. I've never told him he's a crapulence, but he always tells me. He always talks about how he like gets sick so easily.
No, Jordan is a crapulence.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's a lightweight. I think he just goes too hard.
Yeah, see, he's not a lightweight.
He's just all or nothing.
He's just like drinks an insane amount when he does drink.
Yeah.
All right. That's good to know. But like I'm never going to use that. I'm just going to call someone a lightweight.
I'm going to start calling people crapulence. So if you're going to make fun of your friends, they don't even know what that means.
Okay. Oh, also, I was listening to a Joe Rogan podcast with literally one of my favorite authors ever, named Malcolm Gladwell, and he was explaining that
what book did he write?
Outliers.
Oh, Outliers.
He's written like a bunch of books, but that's like his famous one. But he was explaining that there's a way that you can always tell if someone is blacked out. There's like a test you can do.
Wait, really?
Because when you black out, the part of your brain that has memory shuts down.
Yeah.
And so if you're at like a house party or like a frat party and you want to know if someone's blacked out, you go up to them and you ask them any question like, hey, what's your favorite color? And they'll tell you, and then you just stand there or like turn around for like 15 seconds and then turn around and do it again. And you just keep doing it. And if they get annoyed and they're like, dude, what are you doing? They're not blacked out yet. But if they just keep answering, if they just keep like, oh, it's purple, and then you do it again, they're like, oh, it's purple, and they just keep doing it, that means they're blacked out.
I'm gonna try that.
Yeah, so
that's awesome.
Yeah, so if next time you're with Shim and he's blacked, just keep asking him the same question.
Okay.
All right. Well, my word is white elephant.
Oh, like the Christmas party? Secret gifts?
Oh, this makes so much sense now.
What?
Oh, okay. White elephant. You think it's like secret gifts?
I mean, that's what the white elephant game is.
Yeah. It's something of little or no value.
Oh, okay.
Because usually they're like cheap gifts.
Sure.
It's like, oh, don't spend more than $15.
That makes sense.
That's pretty cool. So if like something is like shitty or stupid, it's
a white elephant.
A white elephant. Yeah.
Okay.
Why white elephants? What's wrong with the white elephants? Elephants are endangered.
Are there white elephants?
Probably extinct now if there were any.
Maybe they're not very valuable anymore because they're gone. But wouldn't that
I would argue that make them more valuable.
Maybe there were so many at one point and they were so just invaluable. I would say pigeons are a white elephant.
Yeah.
And crows.
Maybe the world was just infested with white elephants. How cool would that be? If like instead of worrying about rats or crows or pigeons,
that's really scary though.
Just elephants wandering around.
Like, oh god, I got an elephant in my wall.
That'd be sick.
Stepping on all your pipes. God.
All right. Well, we're going to wrap it up here. We would love to keep going, but to be totally honest with you guys, we have to record another episode. We're
trying to stack episodes right now.
We're stacking lots of episodes for when we're gone. and we're not gonna miss a day, but
unless tragedy strikes.
yeah, but it does get tough. Like, listen, we could talk a lot, but it is hard. There does come a point when if you record like 3 episodes in a day,
You're
it's
just
like
wiped.
it's just like, what else do we even talk about? We've talked about like everything.
They just don't even want to talk anymore either.
Yeah. So we're gonna wrap it up here. Thank you all so much for listening to this episode of Peak to Middle School. Kyle, where can they follow you?
You can follow me on Instagram at KyleSafford36, and you can follow the podcast at Pim's Podcast on everything, literally everything, including TikTok, our biggest platform somehow.
Yeah, I mean, we're not on like
Okay, fine. Instagram, Twitter,
what's the one where you review like restaurants?
Reddit. Oh, Yelp.
Yelp. Yeah, we're not on Yelp, but basically everything else. So just thought I would let people know.
Have you ever gone on Yelp and like yelped something?
No, but I have
People
a
that
couple
do that, I
friends
don't
that are
understand.
really passionate about it.
Like they will always go on Yelp.
Yeah, like they'll leave reviews after they leave a restaurant for the first time,
Really?
and if they want to go to a place, they'll always check. They'll use Yelp as like the deciding factor on if they go to this place or not.
Okay, well that I understand. Using Yelp to like learn something, but Yelping
Is a bit much.
it's a bit much. And people who answer questions on like answers.com, who is answering those questions?
Dude.
I've always wondered
Who
that.
spends the time?
Yeah, who just searches questions and then goes, "Oh, I know this."
Yeah. Or like Amazon reviews, or people will ask a question about an Amazon product.
Yeah, and then answer
And
it.
there's like 8 answers.
Why are you on here?
Why are you spending the time?
It could be like robotic almost though. It could be like
I don't
fake
know.
people.
But I was reading some the other day, and I don't know, man. People are weird. And just these random forums. There's ones that are even more random than like or answers.com or whatever, or like WikiHow. Is that what it's called?
Yeah,
Wiki
WikiHow.
Answers.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
All
right.
right, where can they find you, John?
You can follow me at Hey Narwhal on Twitter and Instagram. You can also subscribe to my personal YouTube channel called The Narwhal, and my other YouTube.
Splash water in my
Kyle just squirted on his own face.
Splashed in my face, actually.
Yeah.
Continue.
I also have another YouTube channel called The Movie Sloth, where I do movie-related videos. I just posted one, so if you guys want to check it out,
Oh.
I did the top 5 most powerful movie scenes of all time.
Interesting.
So, like, I'm really into movies, and I just gave, like, the 5, like, scenes that basically, like, blew me away the most.
Joker. Is that in there?
No, it's not.
Damn.
But anyways, thank you all so much for listening. If you're on YouTube, we're on every audio streaming platform. So if you guys want to like listen while you're on a run or something or whatever, or if you're on one of the audio streaming platforms and you want a video version, to chill at home with your girlfriend
Or your boyfriend.
or your boyfriend and just watch
alone.
us, like who wouldn't want to do that as a date? So be sure to check it out.
That would be a first. Hey, if anyone wants to do that, let us know how that goes.
Dude, if you guys ever have like a date night with your significant other and you watch us on like a TV or your laptop and you send, like if you put that on your story, I will love you forever. Like I'll marry one of you guys. So
Well, then you have to steal them from their significant others. So
no, like I'd marry one of our other fans.
What?
Like, I'd marry one of like our other random fans.
Oh, you'd marry somebody else because a different person. All right.
Yeah. So thank you all so much. Have a great day. There's new episodes every Monday and Thursday, and we will talk to you guys next time. Goodbye.
Bye.